Hi, I'm Elaine. This video is part of my game day solution for healthier snacks. Of course, at game day, we want the fried and the greasy foods, and then later we don't feel so well. So maybe I have a few solutions for you that can make it a little bit more pleasurable. This video is going to focus on pizza. So as you can see on my cutting board, I do have zucchini, and we're actually going to do two different options that you could have. Instead of having the carbs hiked up with that bread, or dough pizza, using a friend, zucchini, as well as eggplant is going to be another one we're going to do, but as your base for the crust. So what we're going to do, I have just a regular size zucchini. I have cleaned it. We are going to basically just slice it into about 1/4 inch size pieces. And so I'm just going to get that going. And it's okay if some of the pieces are a little bit bigger, a little bit thinner. We try to get them about the same size. So then that way, when they're cooking, it just cooks better or at the same time as the others. So if you are not a fan of zucchini, or if you haven't tried zucchini, I highly recommend it. I will serve zucchini, even like create spirals and use it as my noodle instead of the regular store-bought noodles or pasta. It tastes great and works wonderful for something like that. But zucchini is loaded with a ton of vitamins and minerals. It's just healthy. It's actually healthy for the heart. It's going to promote so many different things and so many parts of the zucchini, like even the peel. The peel extract is going to help try to regulate our thyroid. So if you have thyroid issues, you may want to see if you can find some zucchini peel extract. Or just eat the zucchini with the peel on. The natural is always, works wonders in our bodies. But zucchini may actually help us, ladies, lose weight. So if you're looking to lose weight, maybe add some zucchini, as well as, of course, lemon is going to be great with assisting with that. But so many benefits from it being a super antioxidant for the body. It can lower blood sugar levels. It's even been known to help strengthen our bones. So zucchini is just one of those wonderful vegetables that if you haven't tried it or you kind of shy away from it, you can roast it, you can eat it just as is. It's an excellent vegetable, so I highly recommend it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pan and I am going to put a little bit of oil on the, I basically lined my baking sheet with aluminum. And I'm just going to kind of brush the oil around. I just kind of want to get my pan coated in the olive oil. And I tend to stick with olive oil when I need to use oil. I will try for different. Coconut oil is excellent. Oh, wow. They say if you can take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil a day, it'll help with dementia, which is amazing. It can actually reverse it. So I've been trying to do smoothies, putting the coconut oil in there so that way I can get it. I have a hard time just scooping that oil out. It's a mental thing with just like eating it. But coconut oil is great. So lots of different natural things that we can do for our bodies, which is just wonderful. So hopefully you will try some of them if you don't already do them. I had my air fryer heating up and looks like it is ready to go. And I'm going to do part of my eggplant in the air fryer because I want to see how it crisps by utilizing that. But for the zucchini, I'm going to place these into the oven. And what these are reminiscent of are little pizza bites. Aren't they adorable? Looks like I have just about enough. I will kind of move them around a little bit just to make sure not one part of the pan is not like missing anything. Okay, super cute. So what we can do is we can sprinkle with just a little bit of salt on them. I'm also going to take just a little bit of pepper. And I'm just going to sprinkle that lightly over them. And the pepper I'm using is white pepper. You can definitely use the pepper of your choice. And instead of just sprinkling it directly, where sometimes you can get just like a clump of pepper and then it's like, whoa, okay. And that bite, it's great just to hand sprinkle it right over the zucchini. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of pizza sauce or pasta sauce. I tend not to use pizza sauce because it always has sugar in it. I'm usually just going to go and get a marinara or some sort of a spaghetti sauce. Or I also do grow tomatoes during the summer, so I do make my own tomato sauce, so sometimes I may utilize that. If you are looking for a sauce that is a little bit healthier, and I like the ones that don't add any sugar, Muir Glen is a brand that I do like. I believe there are some Classico options without sugar, and I was surprised in the Meyer store, the Meyer brand. I don't know their brand, but they do have an organic sauce, and it is it's tasty and without sugar, and a pretty good price point for organic. So those are some options for you. But as you can see, I do have my half teaspoon measure, and I am just putting the sauce right onto the zucchini. I'm going to tuck my bracelet into my sleeve so I am not letting my bracelet dip down into that tomato sauce. And then after I get these all done, we're going to add cheese. These are tiny, so it's kind of hard to load them up with anything else other than cheese. But if that is something that you would like to do, you know, maybe a black olive or two, maybe some roasted garlic might be nice. Maybe a couple chopped mushrooms or something like that. So you can definitely, maybe one slice of vegan pepperoni on there might actually be nice. So, but typically I just do these as just small, tiny cheese pizza bites. I also did preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And so that is ready for me. And this is super quick, as you can see. And it makes, I mean, that one zucchini makes a nice amount of little pizza bites. So Maybe you could do 2 zucchinis if you have um, like a family of 4 or so, or um, of course you'll have other foods with your Super Bowl, so you don't have to have so many, but this should share like how much it makes, so that can help you determine um, what works for your house. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to go back and just take 1 teaspoon of um, vegan mozzarella, and I'm just going to put it on each one. You could use a different cheese, you know, if you wanted something else. Um, I know when I was growing up, we would make pizzas at home. And before being vegan, I love cheese. Cheese was one of my favorite things. And I did not know I was allergic to it until I got a little bit older. But I would put different types of cheese, like even cheddar, you know, on pizza, um, Colby, white cheddar. I tried different things. So it's always fun to try different flavors with your food to see maybe what you like best. We're going to go back and get the one that kind of didn't get too much cheese there on him. And I find it super easy to just use a measure to do this. As you can see, it just makes it really easy to get that cheese right onto that little zucchini bite. And we're almost done, just this final row to go. And it seems like, I'm surprised I'm not wearing white. Seems like every time I work with tomato sauce, I wear white and I get it on me. So I am not wearing white today. Okay, that looks pretty good. Again, if you want to add something on top of the bite, definitely do. I'm just going to leave them as just cheese bites. And so we're going to take the tray, just load it into our preheated 400-degree oven. And we are going to allow that to bake for 15 minutes. So the zucchini bites just came out of the oven and they are gorgeous. Like, who would pass that up to try that at a game day? They are a little hot, so I dare not try one at this moment, but they are yummy. I guarantee that your family, even your little ones, will love it. My son is not a zucchini fan, but he loved these little zucchini bites. So hopefully that is a super quick, easy option that you can do, whether it's just that lighthearted snack you want, or again, you have folks coming over for game day, or you're trying to think, how can I just add a few vegetables into my family's diet and they won't complain too much. This is the way to do it. I hope you do enjoy. Okay, are we ready for our second option for pizza? The eggplant. Eggplant is wonderful. Um, it is part of the nightshade family. So there are some people, if you suffer with like autoimmune issues, or if uh, can't think of the other one, but anyone, you know, tomatoes, they're part of the tomato family. So if tomatoes give you grief, this might be one that might not work for your body. But I absolutely love eggplant. I also will make an eggplant lasagna. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I do a vegan homemade ricotta, and it is just lovely. So again, anything that comes to mind, or if you hear me talking about something, please do not hesitate to comment below and let me know what's of interest to you. But basically, I'm taking the eggplant, and as you can see, I'm slicing it into about a 1/4 inch thick slices. And I am going to then, we're going to season it with salt and pepper, put a little oil on both sides, and we're going to let this one bake first before we stick it in the oven as our little pizza bites. The zucchini, we didn't have to do that, but with the eggplant, we do. So I'm just going to finish slicing here. And we're going to grab our pan and continue with the eggplant. I'm hoping some of these recipes might become favorites for you and your household. And definitely, I encourage you to try these for your Super Bowl. You know, sometimes the people see it and, oh, really? You know, but then they try it and they're like, whoa, that's really good. You know, and it's just a great way to get some vegetables into the diet. They help us so much with so many issues that we really do want to include more in our diet. And I am going to stop right there. Okay. I will do the other eggplant in a moment. I will grab my tray. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start lining them on my tray here. And I'm going to end up flipping them. So they don't have to be exactly perfect. Let's see, get these on here. I may be doing my other single eggplant for the air fryer, which I wanted to try that for this. Okay, great. So that's how many I got to fit on this tray. I will put those aside. I'm going to take my brush, and I'm just going to lightly brush the eggplant with olive oil. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper. Okay, I'm going to then flip them and repeat the same step on the other side. We're going to place these into the oven for about 7 or 8 minutes to allow them just to cook a little bit. I will then pull them out. We will top them and bake them again. I'll be right back. The eggplant just came out of the oven. It is still warm, but we can go ahead and start dressing it with some of our favorite toppings. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started loading up some tomato sauce or pasta sauce onto each one. And then we have more options because we have a little bit bigger area in which to work. And I sliced the eggplant more in what is kind of like a pizza bite type size, or you get a couple bites. The zucchini is definitely the smaller of the two in that sort of small pizza bite size. Um, the zucchini, you can slice it if you want to. Lengthwise. And then, especially if it's like a fatter shape, you could definitely do that and get more onto it than like we're just doing a smaller size. You could also do the same thing with the zucchini. You could make almost like a zucchini boat out of it. My son really likes the bite size option, so I'm doing what he prefers, and I'm just kind of randomly adding the pizza sauce, not really going in any particular order, but super quick. Again, the measuring spoons help quite a bit. For these, I am using a half tablespoon measure. Um, and all of them are not quite getting that much on them, but again, it just helps so that it's not so messy. If you wanted to, you could also, if you did not want a red sauce, just brushing it with some olive oil. I did a little bit of, uh, I grilled a little bit, or not grilled, but just cooked a little bit of onion, not quite caramelized it, but just cook some onion and garlic together. You could definitely put that into some olive oil and then just brush it right onto the surface of it and let that be your base. So many options for this, but I went ahead and just did a tomato-based sauce. I have again the shredded mozzarella. This is Violife's cheese again. And I'm just going to add that to each one. And the measure I have is like an 8 cup measure. So if you have a 2 tablespoon unit or a tablespoon and a half, because I'm not going to put quite um, a half cup of cheese onto each one. Oh, at this point, I have some other things here. You can either put the oregano on top of everything, or you can sprinkle that right on the bottom. Fresh oregano is great, or like mine is dried. So that is what I'm using for my little eggplant pizzas. And then the toppings that I have for them, you could get super creative. What do you like on your pizza? Pizza is a personal thing. So there's everything from just the margarita style, which actually I did do some slices of. This is the Mayocos, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but I can hold up their wrapper so you see who I'm talking about. But this is their brand of mozzarella. It's vegan. So if you wanted that almost like caprese style pizza, You can do some slices of that on your pizza. Give it a different look. Let's see, where's the smaller one? So this is another fun option. And their cheese, it melts like really well. Let's see, I just have a few more pieces. I'll go ahead and just use that up on some of my smaller bites. There we go. Okay. And then from there, you choose the toppings that you would like. Um, we like just about everything. I do all different types of pizzas from um, like a Southwestern style where I use barbecue sauce as the base, um, just the complete vegetarian style with lots of different vegetables on it. Oh, and I missed one. I have friends who love, 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 love olives. And so some of the toppings I have here, I have black olives, I have spinach. Sometimes I just take the whole little baby leaf and lay it right on there. I have some chopped up yellow tomatoes. I have some mushrooms. We have some pepperoni. This brand is called Beehive. It's basically seitan that is seasoned with seasonings that typically you find in pepperoni. Um, so some of these just might get that single pepperoni, right on the surface of it. Others, oh, like here is the um, onions and roasted garlic, or I roasted some garlic. So put that on, that's going to give it a nice flavor. You can, I also have artichokes here. You can, uh, if you want pineapple, I've never done that before, but I will put pineapple on like a regular pizza. That might be an option, maybe some vegan ham. Oh, before I've taken some vegan bacon and partially cooked that and then added it, on the top of the pizza. So many different options, with these. And I love onions and garlic. So I am going to stop because I could put it on all of them. Um, Definitely some spinach. We'll put a few of those here. You could also grill your spinach as well uh, before putting it in. Like I could have grilled it too, maybe with the onions if I wanted to. I love spinach. So we'll get those on some of the bites. Again, these are going to be your pizzas for your family. What are some things that your family, what do they enjoy? And the eggplant is just a little bit more, I guess the size just a little bit more, has a little bit more yield for putting different things onto them. The tomatoes, we'll sprinkle some yellow tomatoes here. Some people at the end will add a little bit of salt and pepper. Because I salt and pepper the base of the eggplant, I don't typically do salt and pepper on the top of my little bites, but you definitely can. So if you make these and find, hey, I could have used some more salt, or pepper on that. Definitely do what works for you. Get some of these with some artichokes on there. I can hear my son now, "Oh, Mom." But he's eaten pizza with artichokes on it and then was later like, "What was that? That was pretty good." And then I tell him artichokes, and he's like, "Really?" So definitely add some different things on your pizza. So the eggplant pizzas are fresh out of the oven, and look at them. Isn't that gorgeous? Who would say no if you place that in front of them? So instead of the high carbs that's going to expand the waistline and just make us feel not so great later, why not replace it with either zucchini or eggplant? Such two wonderful solutions that you can do for pizza. I did not sprinkle the crushed red pepper on to the pizza prior to it cooking. Whatever you like on your pizzas, from crushed red pepper to whatever it may be, make your bites the way you like them and your family likes them. I will say I do get a lot of times people questioning me when I kind of shave this mozzarella, and it's by Mayokos. So that's what that packaging looks like, that brand. It is a cashew milk mozzarella, so it's vegan. But people really do like that, and they enjoy that it looks like a typical caprese pizza or margarita pizza. You can definitely just slice thinly, maybe a small tomato. I did the little diced yellow potato or tomatoes for just that effect of color. But again, have fun. So a second way of preparing the eggplant, you could even do this with the zucchini if you wanted to, is by placing it into the air fryer. The air fryer does give it just a little bit sort of crispier texture, or a little bit firmer, that the air is cycling all the way around it. So I thought that perhaps might be a good option by sticking it in the air fryer. So if your family likes maybe the crust to be a little bit more crisp than the way when it's being baked, I do highly recommend using the air fryer. And I have it ready to go, but it'll get going as soon as I touch it again. So I'm not too worried that I'm not ready to stick it in there. We could also, again, add, if we wanted some little bit of spice on there, we can sprinkle that. A little bit of oregano. Again, you could also sprinkle a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on your bites if you want, whatever you choose. So I'm going to place these back into the air fryer. My air fryer cooks pretty quickly, so I'm going to say perhaps, 400 for 5 minutes. I think it'll be done before then, but come back and join me and I will give you a look at how it appears when it comes out of the air fryer. The other method of cooking them in the air fryer works very well. So here's a look at what those look like coming out of the air fryer. The crust or the eggplant base is a little bit firmer. So like this one feels a little bit more crispy. So maybe if you slice them a little bit thinner, and that might be a great option. So you could do the same thing in the air fryer. I hope one of the 3 methods will work for you. I hope you enjoy game day. I hope the team you're rooting for wins. And please do like and subscribe below. If there's something you'd like to hear me talk about or prepare next, please do make a note in the comments section, and it may be our next video. I hope you will join me again soon.